Morning, fellow YouTubers. Excuse my mess. I have a dilemma that I wish to put forward, and I love to hear your feedback regarding this. It's in respect to disabled parking that doesn't happen to be in the current complex that I live in and have lived in for 7 years. See, each townhouse actually has 3 bedrooms, in total 1 bathroom. Now, bearing that in mind, let's say there were 2 adults, a teenager and a child in each complex. That would allow for 3 bedrooms. It may also allow for 2 to 3 motor vehicles. That's where my problem comes in. We have townhouse owners around this complex that have 4 cars or more. Majority has 2 cars or more. The dilemma I put forward is that there's no disabled parking, which means I could be expected to walk 100 metres, and I walk with a walking stick. I have a spinal injury, and it's very, very awkward for me to even stand or walk for longer periods, let's say 2 minutes onwards. I could start to ache. We just had to drop my daughter's friend home, and to get to the car, I had to walk, let's say 100 feet. 100 feet? 150 feet, let's say that. Say about 20 metres, let's say 20 metres. Now, during that walk, my back was burning. It was hot, baby. It was burning, prickly, and aching. Almost like a cramp times 100, okay? So that set my back off to start with. The part that really gets me is that if I go to my doctor's by myself, then I've got no one at home who can drop me at the front door, who can go park the car. And then when I need to go out again, they can go get the car, come to me, pick me up, and we go. That can't happen sometimes. And when it does happen, it can set me back for days. For days, I can be bedridden. Yes, I still do my stretches. Yes, I still do some walking up and down the stairs. I can't do much at all, very little. And I mean very little. So it angers me when I see people in my complex with 2 or more cars, because technically we've got in the garage to park with, in the garage, and outside the garage. Most people here use their garage for other purposes, like entertaining. So be it, that's okay. Wow, I've got a pimple there. I must have scratched it last night. So that's okay, no problem. Use the visitor's car spot and closer to your front door. But my neighbour has 4 cars. We have the lady who owns the unit, her partner, her daughter, his daughter, and sometimes they have a guest. That's 5 cars. 5 bloody cars. It is disgraceful. They take up all the visitors' car spaces, which are located near each of the units. And also at the front of the complex, you have visitor parking, which means any guests that come need to park out in the visitor's car spot. It don't happen. My neighbour across the road suddenly gets a new car. So he parks his car in the parking that is the closest to my house. And I'll show you all of this once I give you the rundown. Now, my neighbour also parks their car in this car space, meaning there's no car spaces closer to my house. In the complex, there's absolutely no disabled parking. It is disgraceful that disabled people are discriminated against. It's disgusting. And I will take you for a walk soon, and I'll pick out the cars and where they belong. So there you go. Then we have, let's have a look. So then we have the new neighbour across the road that parks across here as their second port of call, which means their driveway and their garage is obviously taken up, but not visually, because I don't see any cars parked out front of their driveway. None. But she parks her car over here out front of my premises. Now we have 2 cars. We don't have any more than 2 cars. Before I got the disablement, because I've been here for 7 years, one of us used to park either in the garage or outside in the visitors' car spots, all close by, right, in the visitors' car spots. Like I said, I'll take you for a walk very shortly, and I'll include that little clip into this video. Okay, so that's the scenario. So basically we've got neighbour across the road can't park in their sort of secondary car space because the neighbour next to me, his daughter, has her car parked there, which, mind you, hasn't moved for over 2 weeks. It's just sat there. Sat there, never gone. So therefore, the new neighbour across the road has to park in one of my spots here and ultimately one of their spots. You know what I'm saying? I'll take you in a minute and I'll show you what I'm exactly talking about. So when it comes to myself, a disabled person, not being able to park out near their place, so they only have 2 or 3 metres to walk instead of 20 metres to walk or 30 metres to walk, and instead of me taking 2 minutes to get to their front door, it takes me 15, 20, even a half an hour sometimes. I've even been known to also pass out, or Nellie passed out before one of the neighbours and her son came to rescue me and took me back to my porch and sat me on a chair. This is how bad of a disablement I am, okay? So we've got no disabled car spots in this unit, and I have raised that not only with the landlord but with the manager as well. The manager is a total dickhead and a dickwad, honestly. You know, saying it's only one cure for him, and that's he doesn't do fuck all, right? I won't even go into that now. I'll go into that in another video because there's so much more I can tell you about this complex. And when we move out of it, I'll let you guys know where it is. No problems with letting you know, but not now, because I'd hate to be pat on the back and say, I'm so sorry for you. No, that wouldn't be the case. But anyway, no use knowing where I live because that isn't going to solve any problems. So as a result, I'm going to go around shortly and show everyone in this entire world on YouTube exactly how neighbours consider each other and the parking methods they use to piss each other off. There you have it. There's the scenario. So next time you see this video, I'll insert the clip of all the cars that I'm talking about, and I'll even take you for a drive to show you Oh yes, I can take you for a drive. Take you for a drive to show you exactly where and what I'm talking about. Okay? So bear with me. We are about to go for a bit of a drive. Until then, I'll see you righteously soon.